Good morning. This is Tina with Finding Tina. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you guys will stick around. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you for coming back. Today we're going to talk about a war binder. So we're just going to get right into it. I have two. This one is from 2018. This one I started in 2019. What is a war binder? It's the same thing as a prayer book. A place where you write your prayers. And it's a faith-based journal. And, or notebook. It can have no sections or it can have multiple sections. You'll see that as we look at these. Let's see. Where do we want to start? So, what is the sections you can have inside of your war binder? Prayer, scripture, gratitude, sermon notes, journal, inspiration, answered prayers, testimony, reflection, growth areas, Bible study, affirmations, God's promises, reference area like tithing, books of the Bible, trackers, prayer, tithing. The sky is the limit, you guys. Okay, so in 2018, I started talking about I realized I had an addiction. My anxiety was through the roof, and the thought of coming off of the pain pills was too much to think about, so I went to God. This is what we did. We created a war binder. It's very basic, you guys, very basic. I'm not going to flip through every page because it's kind of private, but it's very basic. You go in, and I have notes, the Roman roads. I have, this is reference stuff right here. This is a tracker to keep track of where I'm at in the Bible, where I've been. This right here is a reading plan. Most of this you can find off Pinterest. It's notes. I've just I sectioned it out and put notes. And this is the fruits of the Spirit. In 2018, I was studying the fruits of the Spirit. That was my verse of the year. And so every month, I broke it down to where I studied each spirit, each fruit. I studied that every month, and I think I put it in my Hobany 2 weeks. Planned it out in there, and I used that and this together. And then at the end of the year, when I was done, I had went through and the leftover paper, I had trimmed it down. It's in here somewhere, and I put it in here. Oh, right here. I put the leftover notes pages, trimmed it down so I, wouldn't waste it. So that's all this is. It's notes after notes after notes and prayers. And then I have an area of just blank paper, so then that way I can go through and if I need a new piece of paper here, I pull it from here. So I already have it with me. And that's it. It's in a Filofax Kingston. And you don't even need that. Piece of paper is all you need. So then, and that was on the go. So then, in 2019, at the end of 2018, as we were going into 19, I was trying to decide what to do. And I went into an A5 3-ring binder, and did the same thing, basically. I was going to track and didn't. This I started in 2019. It went through to 2020. And as I went through, I used my In Touch devotional and put it in here. My notes, my decorated pages. Some pages I didn't. I went through and my Stalogy that I was using, I took the last few pages out and stuck it in here. But this is the song, Sea of Victory by Elevation Worship. Yeah, so whatever you make it is what you can have in your war binder. I print things and I put them in here. That's a Bible study that I did. When I watch other people do a Bible study, I will come in here, and Charles Stanley, Joyce Meyer, Pam, 22 Pam, she does devotions. I do hers. I'm part of her little team. Yeah, there's so much. And you can do the same thing too. I write prayers in here. I kind of skipped over them because those are private, but I write my prayers, and then I always leave, what I do is I'll put the prayer here, and then when the prayer gets answered, I will come in with a different color pen, and I will write it out. So then that way I'll write the prayer out here in black or blue ink, usually black, and then whenever it gets answered, I'll come in a different color with a date. I'll write the date that I wrote down the prayer, and then when it gets answered, I'll do it in a different color with the date. So then that way I can visually see, and then to go back and look at your prayers that got answered is just, it's watching God work in your life. So anyway, I just thought that I was asked about a war binder. I had a conversation on Instagram with a viewer who said, hey, you know, is that something that you do? Is it something you could show us? And so I said, yeah, sure. I mean, you guys saw in my last video, my current one is this. It's not really a war binder. Well, I guess it is a war binder. It's my gratitude, my recovery journaling, my morning pages, my letters from God, and my soap study. And as you can see, it's almost over. I'm almost done with it. I also have this one that I do every morning, and these I got them off of Pinterest. So I go through each month, and sometimes I do them more than once, you know, print it out and use it. Sometimes I write it. I showed in my last video how I did it, but that's, you know, this one's almost done, page by page. This one, I started this one on January 4th of 2021, and I was hoping to get through the entire year in this one book, but yeah, that's, so anyway, I just thought that I would come to you and show you what a war binder could look like. There are several different people on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. You could just do a Google search and find information on it. And so, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a like and subscribe if you're, if you want to see more stuff like this. I hope you guys have an amazing day and stay blessed.